Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So, in case any of you were wondering exactly where I was on Saturday, I'll show you right now on this Google Maps. Okay, so up here is Stratford, and then down here is Corcoran. So, Stratford is northwest of Corcoran. And I know that there's water like up here in this area. Okay, but to get to Corcoran, when I go to Corcoran, let's enlarge it. I always take Highway 43. Okay, and then southbound. Now approaching Corcoran, I get off of the exit, like wherever exactly the exit is. So you veer off of 43, and I always stop at that little spot, and if right here, this Orange Avenue Market, that's where I film. And then right here is a park, and there's the sign that says Corcoran. So I'll come off here, I'll get on Santa Fe, I guess. I'll cross the tracks, stop right here at the Orange Avenue Market, take a picture of the Corcoran sign. Then I will head west on Orange. Okay, and it's only a short distance to 6th. At 6th, I'll turn left. 6th and Derry are the same thing, right? So let's bring this over here. And it's only a short ride through town. Keep going south, past all the markets, past all the industry. And by industry, I mean all of the J.G. Boswell operations. Okay, keep going, the tomato, past Paris. And you get to, and it doesn't take long, but in a minute you get to Quebec. Now at Quebec right here, that's where you're going to encounter your first road closed sign. Okay, I always just go past it, whether I'm in a car or on the bike, and it's only a short distance. And you'll notice, okay, see all this white? That the satellite view has been updated to show that it's flooded. So that's what all that white is. And then here's the bridge. There's like a bridge right here. There's that green, those other aquatic plants. So a little bit. Here's those cone top silos. And so this spot right here, when I was there on Saturday, okay, in this area right here was the California Conservation Corps trucks, and I couldn't pass right here. There was those guys with cones and stuff. So I flipped a U and went back north on 6th Street, and I traveled the short distance until I found a paved road that I could turn left on. I knew it wasn't Paris, and I forget exactly which one it was. It might have been Plymouth. No, that looks like a dirt road. So, it wasn't Pueblo. It might have been Ottawa, because that looks like a solid paved road. And I know that the water and everything is to that side of my current location right there, based on where Stratford is. So I turned left, traveled west on Ottawa until I came to a T intersection, which is going to be right here. Now, there were no road closed signs, but there was a sign that said no outlet. So I traveled southbound on 7th. I turned left again on this dirt road. And the dirt roads can be scary. And I don't know if I went to Pueblo or as far as Plymouth. It might have been Plymouth, because I stopped and I did film a video. I did not show it on Saturday's video, in the interest of keeping it shorter, and all it showed was more dirt fields and orchards. So right here I flipped a U and went back north, negotiated the dirt road, got back on the paved road, and I kept traveling north looking for a spot to turn left, because I knew that the water would be in that direction, and that if I had to go all the way to Stratford, I had to go north and west. Okay, so now right here I came to a corner right here, and this is Whitley. And so this corner, I pulled over right here and stopped, because right here was a road closed sign, right? And then I stopped right here, consider my options. I went past the road closed sign. They weren't really blocking the whole road. Remember I told you there was an area with crop dusters, right? Here's the Hanson Ranch's air facility. There's some crop dusters right there. Now on Whitley, I traveled westbound, westbound, westbound until I came to the spot on a bridge that had those two big concrete blocks, those two big concrete barriers, and that would be this spot right here. And so I believe, if I remember correctly, the concrete barriers were past it, because I drove up on the motorcycle and I stopped right here, talked to another person in the car, and then this isn't showing the concrete barriers, which would be like in this area right here, but I drove past the concrete barriers, and this is showing that it's flooded, right? You can see that white right there, and it's dark, all one color. And so that is showing it flooded, but less than, because the water was right up to on the shoulder, right up to the yellow line or the white line. And here the water's back, and there's still a ditch right there. So, but it is updating and showing water here. So I traveled. That low spot would be in this area somewhere. And then I came to another bridge. It gains a small amount of elevation. Came to another bridge, and that's going to be right. And you'll notice that it's showing crops or something right here. It's showing not flooded, but it is flooded. All of that area right there is flooded. So I kept traveling west. Okay, now, remember I stopped, and this green right here, it's really big now, remember, and that's even in the thumbnail of Saturday's video. So those plants have grown considerably. So I stopped in this area, took photos and videos of that, and I went a little bit farther. Now the updating of the satellite view, okay, this was all underwater right here, right? And there might have been this is all underwater too, because that green is really big now. Okay, but this does show Whitley going underwater a little bit farther. And so they haven't fully, and that's a bridge. I passed over that bridge. Now here's water again. Okay, that's water down here, and it shows Whitley going right here, going underwater. So I must have been in that area right there, and right, that's a satellite view of water. And remember, in my Saturday's video, I said there was a car waiting for me to come back, and it turned out to be just a white pickup with just some regular people in it. They were up here, parked for a while I was looking at them. And so if you go to this area, that's exactly where I was. And if you go over here, I was going to show you okay, right there it is. In my video, at times you can see a huge barn, a huge, like, just a roof kind of thing with some stuff piled up, some hay or feed or whatever it is, I don't know. But that's that structure right there. Okay, so, but if you're going to go all the way to where Whitley ends, where I was, you're going to have to be able to get past the two concrete barriers that I was able to ride in between because I was on a motorcycle. Right here at the Sperry Lateral, I guess. Okay, so that's where I was, and just remember that the other road closed, you can drive around, but there is concrete barriers right here that you're going to need a motorcycle, or you're going to have to go the long way around that I'm not familiar with. Right, you're going to have to go up here and then turn around and then come back down here, because I don't know what direction that white pickup used to get there. Okay, so for the verse of the day, though, we're going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 7. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. All right, my friends, you have a good day.